Greetings everyone, I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice. For this week's Divinely Guided Rune reading, we are out in the wild, connecting with nature, earthing, just really centering, getting that divine guidance, those downloads, slowing down and connecting with the now, the present. Right after that big, beautiful Scorpio full moon, we have a Gemini new moon that's coming up right during and right at the cusp of that entrance into the sun entering in Gemini. And right after that, a lot of other things will be wrapping up in their escapades with Gemini and Aries and a whole bunch of other aspects. So let's immerse ourselves in this beautiful naturescape here in my backyard of Your Essential Practice and jump right on into everybody's Divinely Guided Rune reading. Greetings Scorpio, and welcome to your Divinely Guided Rune reading here for this week. I have already cleansed the energetic space and meditated on your runes and shuffled them for your reading. Let's jump right on in. For your past, we have Hagalaz. Hagalaz is the hail rune. This is about unintended eventualities like a natural disaster. It's not really an if, but it's a when. This is a little bit like that Tower card in Tarot, right? Where the things that are not meant to continue with us through our life journey fall away, and we need to let them fall away. And just, it's okay to honor that, right? We can honor the energies of our past, but when we get oppressed by them, that's when they start to really take a hold of us, right? So our ego gets kind of wrapped up in it then. So this could have been some sort of a natural disaster that you're kind of walking away from here in your recent past, where it's either a literal natural disaster or something that was more like a oops or unintended eventuality kind of moments, oh, I didn't save up enough for the car repair, now I had to wait another month or two to get the car repair done. That's sort of kind of thing where it's like, oh yeah, you knew it was going to happen, you kind of had to deal with it for the time being, and then just pick up your pieces and dust yourself off and kind of move on for that. The wonderful thing about this, though, is the lesson that's involved in it. It's not always a bad thing. It's just something that, like on a chalkboard, it has to get erased every now and then to make space for new thoughts, new ideas, right? So that's a little bit of erasure that's happening for those new experiences, new paradigms, new thought processes, new buildings to take hold. Right, a natural disaster clears away the old that isn't meant to continue with us. So, and with that, we have the opportunity to rebuild after that happens. So what's in your current energies here is Ingwaz. So Scorpio, you just came off this big full moon, and you probably had that upset with some big illumination, really lighting things up. Could be more in the collective, but this is more in your energetic, hitting you more, shaking your foundations to the point where it's, gee, am I standing on really good fertile soil, or am I shouldering these responsibilities, these burdens that I have in healthy ways? Are the thoughts that I am having useful? Am I responding rather than reacting, right? We all react for a fraction of a second. Is how long and how we let that reaction play out that determines and how the neurons in our brain get wired together. So it's changing and catching that reaction and making it into a response rather than the reaction, and controlling that outcome, or doing what you can to put out that good energy to invite that good kind of a karmic situation back for you. Another good way to look at this too is that you had that natural disaster and you get to plant new seeds. So you had the hailstorm clearing away the old, right? So Ingwas, you're planting new seeds into that new fertile territory. Healing that divine masculine is a lot of work for a lot of people, especially a lot of women out there who are mistakenly thinking they're healed and they're exhibiting a lot of divine toxic masculinity. So this is a lot more indicative here in your energetic future, Evas, of that energetic source that's proven itself to you throughout its service to you, throughout its interaction with you, right? That horse was, back in the day, man's best friend. It had so many things it could do. It could be in battle, it could be a travel companion, it could be a work companion, right? It always could feed, water itself, could help. It could be a trusted energetic source for that energy throughout its life, right? So this is like that pilgrimage energy that you get to move forward with in your upcoming energetic near future. This could be even traveling to a place like Stonehenge or Machu Picchu, like actually going to a place where you feel spiritually recharged, like a powerful river or a mountaintop, a stone circle. For some people, that's like they think, oh, well, I feel spiritually recharged when I go to a coffee shop. Okay, well, you do you. Whatever works, right? So anyway, you're coming from this beautiful energetic now of that fertile soil, coming from that place of knowing. You've planted that seed. You've had your upsets in the past, those natural disasters. You're able to move on with these energetic sources that have helped you with the cultivation and the rebuilding from this fallout or this natural disaster or something that happened in your energetic past. You're moving forward with that energy that's kind of proven itself to you, shown up and helped you out through this, or through whatever it is you're going through right now. All right. So Scorpio, in your energetic now influences in Berkana, you want to nurture something, you want to, of something that you began, which is, of course, this seed, this divine masculine work that you're working on, your healing. You want to nurture that, you want to do it in very beautiful ways. You're kind of overthinking it to a process. This is saying just, okay, this is beautiful, just go ahead and nurture that. But don't overthink it. I know you don't want to lose it. You're fresh off the heels of this Hagalaz, and you do get this Ewaz to look forward to in your future. So Berkana, here's to kind of reinforce and just let you know, like, hey, there's nurturing around you. You can reach out to your clan members, which is probably where you're going to find this energy for that support in helping you with that Ingwas right now, with transmuting and embodying more of that divine masculine work in your life. In your energetic advice for the now is an Odin's rune. This is something that is either hidden from you or something that is something that you already know. So we're going to pull another rune from another set for clarity on that here moving up in the future. But we're going to right now get your last rune for that position then for your most likely outcome. Increased awareness and faith, you know, your divine defense, your divine awareness, your divine protection. All these, here's the elk rune. This is those antlers that are the built-in divine connection and built-in divine defense. This is calling you to be more in your faith. Yeah, in your building, in what you're building, okay? Just be more kind with yourself, more gentle with yourself, Scorpio. Not everything is as deep and as everything that you don't share, okay? You need to just continue sharing a lot of those deep thoughts that you're having out there, and trust on this energetic source. Don't just because it's not the answer you're looking for is not meaning that it's not the answer you need. Okay? It doesn't mean it's not the answer you need. Your rune of clarity here for, oh gosh, yeah, okay, Ingwas, again, for the rune of clarity for now. Healing that divine masculine, y'all, doing your inner work, right? Inner guidance, inner clarity, more stoicism type of work, right? That not with a chip off your shoulder, realizing that it's really not an ego death, it's a transmutation and service of the ego. When we see in ways that the aspects of self kind of act in service for one another, you start to see things a bit differently. So I challenge those aspects out there for you. And okay, so moving forward, let's get into a card of clarity for today's message here for you. Moving forward, let's get a message of clarity for Scorpio. Divine, please show us clearly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Discipline. Discipline work, yeah, and that divine masculine healing work. It says, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Yeah, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. We're going to read a little bit more about that. Again, it says, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. It says your soul has a goal, but it also has chosen to incarnate into a world of distractions. Earth is a dimension of obstacles and challenges, but you have been given discipline as your birthright. It's time to remind yourself that your soul has come back to this planet to learn. This is a great opportunity to reevaluate your priorities and go about your daily tasks with a newer system of managing your life, instead of being the passive recipient of whatever comes your way. Distractions can easily get us off the work of our soul, and if we give in to this apathetic impulse, we can miss many well-placed, pre-planned teachings needed for our inherent growth. Learn that the satisfaction of a task completed is more emotionally rewarding than a task delayed. Yep, get out there and do that soul work, do that shadow work, and you will have this beautiful pilgrimage and faith increase. Look forward to. Namaste. Have a blessed, abundant week out there.